good day to you, viewers. Today we are going to be taking a look at Dizzy the Adventurer. This was developed by Codemasters and published in Camerica and was released in 1993, also known as Dizzy, Prince of the Yolt Folk. This is an adventure game originally published in 1991 by Codemasters for the Amstrad CPC, the Atari ST, the Commodore 64, the ZX Spectrum, DOS, NES, and the Amiga, and is the sixth game in the Dizzy Adventure series. Initially, it was only released as part of the Dizzy's Excellent Adventures compilation. The creators of the series, the Oliver twins, outsourced the video game company Big Red Software to design and develop this game. This was probably the smallest of the Dizzy Adventure games in terms of the number of rooms, but this meant that it was maybe the game with most critical acclaim. Magazine Amstrad Action was noted in its dislike of walking from one area of the map to another to complete problems, which it said was tedious. The smaller map helped to counteract this. Reputed to have been commissioned, designed, developed, and completed in less than a month. The game in November of 1992 was enhanced and re-released with the ill-fated Aladdin Deck Enhancer under the title Dizzy the Adventurer. The title was then released in 1993 as part of the Excellent Dizzy Collection. The game interface and mechanics resemble those of Magic Land Dizzy, discarding changes introduced in the fifth game. In November of 2011, it was announced that the game was being released on the Android and iOS platforms with an HD remake. Your plot is, Grand Dizzy was feeling very down one day, so Dizzy and Daisy decided to cheer him up by baking him his favorite food, cherry pie. So off went Daisy to get some cherries from her cupboard, and there were none to be seen. "Poggy's pinched the cherries," she cried as she saw Poggy's paw print in the cupboard. "That darned Fluffled, come here, you!" And Poggy promptly darted off to the enchanted forest to escape Daisy's rage. Dizzy and Daisy decided to go into the forest and catch Poggy and gather some more cherries at the same time. Whilst searching for Poggy, they got lost and found a castle, where they thought they would find help, but it seemed deserted. They looked in the castle for Poggy, but Daisy caught herself on a mystic spinning wheel. She started feeling really sleepy, so she found a bed and went to sleep. "Wake up, Daisy, wake up!" shouted Dizzy. But before he could wake her up, Rockwart the Troll caught him and locked him up in an underground prison. Now Dizzy must escape, wake up Daisy from her enchanted sleep, defeat Rockwart, and find the cherries along the way. So, there's the gist of it. For those of you who have never played or even seen a Dizzy game, these are basically point-and-click adventures put in a 2D setting. Dizzy has got a few lives. It is very, very easy for Dizzy to die. You just move from screen to screen, doing a little platforming, avoiding some stuff, picking up items, and dropping them off and giving them to other people to progress on your way. Not really a complicated thing, not really a difficult thing, which is probably why it could have been done in that month time. So that's not a grand stretch to figure this out. But the Dizzy games were just pretty solid games. Nothing super bad about them, nothing super great about them. There's a reason that there were 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games in this series. It was just a solid little fun puzzle series that, you know, if your parents at the time were buying you games, they would see this and like, "Oh, this looks cute, let's get it for him." You'd get it and you'd be like, "Oh, this sucks. I don't have a gun, there's no explosions, blah, 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 blah." But then, as you mature a bit, I would say, in terms of your gaming life, you can see games like this and think, you know what, that really wasn't too bad. It's unique. And it's pretty fun too.